Dear students, welcome to my English class. My name is Chen Xing, a college English teacher from Beijing University of Chemical Technology. For the following 2 weeks, I'm going to help you with your practical writing skills. Today, we are going to focus on summary writing. After this lesson, you will be able to know what a summary is, recognize and use reporting verbs in summary writing. Finally, you will be able to write a summary. Business information should be passed on to colleagues, including information about meetings, discussions, and reports. Sharing information requires proficiency, too, and efficiency. Therefore, summary writing is an essential skill for a business person. There are different kinds of summary skills found in the business world. The one-sentence summary or report, the abstract of long reports, and the executive summary, which aims to help executives with their decision-making. Here is an article. Try to summarize this article into one sentence. General Motors chooses a price and cost strategy for 2000. In 1990, the big three U.S. auto manufacturers, General Motors, GM, Ford, and Chrysler, lost $4 billion. And in 1993, they made $5.3 billion. What happened in the meantime? There are three main answers. First, the American economy moved out of a recession, causing more consumers to buy new cars, especially larger ones, which have better profit margins than do small cars. Second, import quotas were placed on Japanese cars shipped to the United States, thereby increasing sales of big three cars. Third, and perhaps most important, the big three embarked on massive programs to both cut costs and increase productivity through scrapping old plants and building new automated plants. The strategy of GM is an example of what the big three are planning for 2000. In the past, GM succeeded in making a profit from its bigger, more luxurious cars, such as Cadillacs and Oldsmobile Cutlass Supremes. However, the combination of high labor costs per car for GM and its suppliers is about 3 times those of Japanese auto manufacturers for a typical subcompact car. Because of this, GM must find a strategy to compete in the small car market. It has initiated Project Santon to design a new generation of small cars with 2 primary strategies. Price strategy. The Santons will be priced as low as possible to try to lure into new car showrooms the 1 to 2 million Americans each year who buy used cars. Cost strategy. Intelligent robots will be paired with teams of workers responsible for whole sub-assemblies or modules, which will then be combined on the final assembly line to produce the wedge-shaped Santon. This article was from a long time ago. The Santon line of cars has been discontinued, and GM's long-term strategy proved inadequate. During the 2008 recession, GM went bankrupt. Have you finished? Let's read the sample on the next slide. In GM's price and cost strategy for 2000, The author explains why the Big Three lost money and introduces the two primary strategies of GM for recovery. Read the above-mentioned example and try to find out the structure for the one-sentence summary. One-sentence summary. In title of article, author's name, describes, thesis. The structure only contains the author's thesis, name, and the title of the article. Look at the following sentence patterns of summarizing information you might wish to pass on. What she was trying to say was, he was talking about. Basically, what she said was, the important point is, he, the author, thinks or reckons. It has been reported that. The company has said, admitted, promised. All those expressions can be used to pass on information in one sentence. They have one thing in common, the use of reporting words. They are present, describe, state, argue, think, claim, mention, describe, point out, and discuss. Now, let's see the full summary. GM's price and cost strategy for 2000. The year 1993 saw big profit, $5.3 billion, because of American economic recovery, import quotas on Japanese cars, and massive scrapping and automated plants. Now, the GM strategy is an example of what the Big Three are planning for 2000. In the past, GM made a big profit on big and luxurious cars, but the cost of producing a big car is about 3 times of a Japanese small car. In order to maintain profit, GM has started Project Sunton to design a new generation of small cars with 2 primary strategies. Number 1, price strategy. The Suntons will be priced as low as possible to attract 1 to 2 million Americans each year to buy used cars. Number 2, cost strategy. Intelligent robots will be used partly for assembling to reduce cost. The full summary includes the name of the author, the title of the article, and the author's thesis and the main idea that supports it. As you can see, the summary contains all the important information and it is shorter than the original article. It does not copy the information taken from the original article, but it paraphrases it. So far, you have learned what a summary is. Here comes another question. How to identify the main ideas for a summary? There are 2 ways: underlying ideas and using summary grid. Let's talk about underlying ideas first. First, you can underline the key ideas. Sometimes a paragraph has key sentence. It might be the first or the last sentence. So while you are reading, you need to pay attention to them. Second, reread what you have underlined and paraphrase them. Finally, you can use these paraphrase ideas in your summary. For example, the above-mentioned article could be underlined as this one on the following slide. Then, find out what ideas are the main points and what ideas are supporting details that will be presented alongside the main points. Finally, you can rewrite them into a summary. Using summary grid is another technique that you can apply, especially you are a visual learner. You can create a chart like this one on the slide and organize the information that you need. Paragraph 1 to 2, main idea. In 1993, the Big Three made big profits. Supporting detail: American economic recovery, import quotas on Japanese cars, and massive scrapping and automated plants. Paragraph number 3. The strategy of GM is an example of what the Big Three are planning for 2000. Supporting detail. In the past, GM made a profit from big and luxurious cars, but the cost per car is about 3 times those of Japanese small cars. Paragraph 4 to 6. GM has initiated Project Sunton to design a new generation of small cars with 2 primary strategies: price strategy and cost strategy. As you can see, the chart can show ideas clearly, and it is easier for us to summarize with the help of it. Today, we learned how to write a summary. Hope it can help you both academic and business writing. Before the end, I would like to say that being concise does not merely mean that the length of your article should be very short. Your content should be complete and maintain its original meaning. When you are summarizing an article, always keep 2 things in mind: avoiding unnecessary repetition and include relevant information only. Thanks for watching. See you next time.